Here's part 2 of our first day in Seattle. Cheers to the evening. We let them know that it was our date night. Our anniversary was coming up and they treated us really well. The food was so good. We had done so much walking around and pause. Why are we so cute? Anyway, this was heading into the evening where we were winding down, seeing what was all in the area before we headed back to the Airbnb.
Hello guys, we are in Seattle. We left Pensacola we dropped Cooper off at like 11 and then we made it to the airport about 11:30 and then our flight wasn't boarding until 2:03. We tried to read, we got a couple beers from the bar. We had a good first flight, it was only like an hour and a half. And then our second flight, trying to connect that first flight to the second flight was wild. Charlotte has the longest runway. It's like a big scoop in circles. And then we got to our place on the runway. We were at like 2 gates down from where we were supposed to be, which would have been fine when we got there on time. But when we got there were no people to park us. And so we were doing a mad dash and I had to potty so bad. I was so upset. And we finally got on that flight. It was a 5-ish hour flight. Probably at the 3-hour mark, I finally got up and was able to go potty. The rest of the flight, smooth sailing. Got to our Airbnb. Had a lot of fun just seeing that little space and getting our little midnight snack on, even though we are 2-3 hours behind. What are we?
We're 2 hours ahead of Central Time.
Yeah, so
behind. We're 2 hours behind Central Time.
So we got there feeling like it was almost 1 a.m. Really, it was just now cutting the 10:30 mark. Had Dick's, which is compared to In-N-Out here. And then we went to bed and got ready for today. You can take it away. What do we do today?
All right, so first we went to eat breakfast at a place that Kyra picked out. Pete's Egg Nest. I got the Crabs Benedict. Really good. Kyra got a croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. She says it was good. She agrees it was
They
good.
cooked it over hard, and it was listed that way in the menu, so that made me really happy.
So we got that. We got some mimosas there. We then went to Pike Place Market, which is a permanent market mall setup they have in Seattle, down by the water, downtown. Really fun, really cool, lots of stuff. Really good handmade jewelry, handmade artifacts. Really just
Artifact. We just learned the word mercantile. That's what you should have said.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of different markets. So if you're our Huntsville, Tuscaloosa friends, it's like a farmer's market, but people are having their own things that they made or crafted. There's a bunch of buyback and used book shops. There's gimmicky shops. There's lots of food vendors and like little booths. The first thing Clay got was like some mead. Shout out to Patrick. We're waiting for you to get your meat ready. We're ready for you to have a little booth so we can do that. What we didn't see was any pottery. We'll be on the lookout for the rest of the week. So, Jelly, you don't have no competition up here. There were fresh flowers and lots of jewelry everywhere.
Beautiful.
But they wanted an arm and leg for both new and used. So we stuck to just looking for the things that we like. We are magnet, pen, book, like little trinkets type of people.
Yeah.
And big foodies. So we went to Pike Place Market. We walked all the way around there. And then before we went to our lunch spot, we saw the Target here. We kind of walked around a little bit before our lunch near the pier area, like off the Puget Sound. And that was really pretty. They love seating areas. Like everywhere had places for public. It was labeled public seating. So if you were waiting for your food, or if you were, I know a lot of places do weird infrastructure to keep away homeless people. This place had seating and resting areas and coverage from like inclement weather. And so I love that because we were doing a lot of walking uphill, downhill, and it just feels really good that they make it walkable and easily accessible to have a seat when you need it, or rest when you need it, to regroup. So after our lunch, we went to the Art Museum. We saw a really cool activist and artist exhibit, and it was like basically the whole 4th floor. It was his exhibit, African art and a little bit of just general Asian art. The artist that we saw, Ai Weiwei, he is somewhat of Chinese descent. I don't want to lie, but I know
he's from China.
Okay, he is Asian descent, and so that floor was split up there. Those were the best exhibits that we saw. And then we just came from our dinner.
Yeah, we ate at Vaughn's 1,000 Spirits. I did count. There were 1,000. They were correct, and they're not lying about that.
We started off strong with martinis, and now we have espresso martinis, so we shall see. We're now at Diller's Room, which is like a fancy cocktail lounge
Across the street.
I think Clay wants to show y'all some of the trinkets and gadgets.
Well, first let's talk about what we ate there. We ate
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
calamari, which was pretty good. And then I got the king salmon pasta. It was phenomenal. Had mushrooms in it, cream sauce, arugula. Really good stuff. Kyra, she got the
Lil Pep, which was a spicy pepperoni pizza. It was sourdough breading crust, red sauce, There were some peppers that I can't pronounce, and then there were like spicy Italian pepperonis and fresh mozzarella. They said.
Yes, and so that was really good. Would recommend that to somebody else if they were coming here. Um, I did get out the little trinkets that we got from Pike Place Market. Not so much. I mean, it's a little bit of trinketish. All right, so we got a. You see that? It's an octopus art sticker from a local artist in Seattle. I really liked it. I like octopuses.
This was from that same local artist. Her name was Lisa. Very cute. I love foxes. My favorite animal, so I had to get that.
Different place. We got a few different pins. So first, it's upside down. Just a little Seattle pin. Has like the city landscape. It's made of metal. Seems pretty cool.
And then I got another animal pin for my bag. It says Pike Place Market, and it's like flowers, like a bouquet of flowers.
And then I got a little Sasquatch with a pipe in his mouth with a little sailor hat with Seattle.
And then they had this cute, in the artist shop, the gallery, they had a little girl who they claim that they're like local artists, and that she had a vending machine where you pay $1 with coins, and then you get like a random sticker of hers. And this time she did cats. And so this was the cat that I got. Play, help me, give me some focus. So cute. She had like a black and white one. There was like a orange tabby looking cat. She had a bunch of different ones, but I'm happy with the one I got. I love a sticker. I love a pin. So that's where we're at right now. Our plan is kind of hang out here. We're going to drink our martinis and then maybe get one more and go back to the Airbnb to have a nice night in before tomorrow we get up super early for a more busy but looser scheduled day.
Yes.
Any last thoughts, concerns?
I will say that if you get a chance to look up Ai Weiwei, AIWEIWEI, his art is phenomenal and I really appreciated it. So
Shout out Weiwei.
exactly.
You got to do it too.
You got to know.
Shout out Weiwei.
If you know, you know.
Go look it up.
And here's us not going back to the Airbnb. We saw this brewery across the street and we are suckers for a good brewery. And we thought, why not stop in and get a little 6-pack? They gave me my pin for free. I stand by that Clay stole his. He just thought the invitation was open to him as well. But they were so cute. I loved this place. And the bathroom was my favorite. If I were ever going to do a wallpaper or something, it would probably look like that. We did eventually get back safely to the Airbnb and we cooked it up with our little brewskis and watched Love Island, and it was just a great first day. There we are. Look at those cuties. All right, good night. See y'all in day 2.